Man, I have been waiting for this shit for a long fucking time. Finally, Mobile Suit Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans Season 2, Episode 18. Farid McGillis has finally made his penultimate move. He's enacted a coup d'etat in the heart of Gjallarhorn, constraining and taking into custody so many of the officials involved for absolute power. Absolute power has corrupted absolutely in the heart and soul of Farid McGillis. We are getting so much in-depth insight into the background of this little murderous shit that he was as a kid, killing people for apples and hitting people over the back of the head with a chair and whatever like that. Becoming consumed in childhood alongside Gaelio Baudouin and Carta and all these, other characters that were so intertwined in the first season. We're calling back on all of that and seeing this is where those first seeds were implanted in his mind. The idea that, he was bullied so many times within an inch of his life, and he was able to rebound from it. That power is the only way to command and oversee all. And that's really how you're going to bring back Gjallarhorn to square one, to its foundation, whatever that means in, his own mind and everything like that. And this coup d'etat, this move, has finally revealed to us who Vidar is, this masked henchman all season long, which it's been a long-standing point of speculation for me, of course, not having covered the series in regular reviews. I'm just sort of thinking about it myself on my own terms, not really seeing what other people are gauging and speculating about it. But I figured he's either Gaelio or he's Ein. He's one of the two. And sure enough, in this episode, do we get both resurrected, both making their debut sort of all over again, their debut anew, if you will. And that whole aspect, it was mind blown to me that they are conjoined, that they are part of the same sort of mobile suit now. I forget what the name of Gaelio's is, but when he has this confrontation with McGillis, where he assumes McGillis is going, that he's gonna sort of revive the bile and everything like that. He's like, I gotta check this out for myself. I gotta make sure this is what I assume is going to be happening with McGillis. And they have their confrontation, and we're constantly cutting back and forth between Eok's sort of right-hand bitch, whose name I still haven't learned, and the chick she's talking to about, Vidar, he spirited off to Earth, and he's, whatever he's doing over there. But, nobody is actually aware of the fact that the brainstem of Ein is imbued now in this mobile suit that he's piloting in a very similar fashion to that Alea Vignana, system that Mika has used since day one in the Barbados. And so many of our mobile suit pilots, have utilized this, they can so surpass and outmaneuver and outfight so many other of these Gundam frames and mobile suits and all this kind of stuff. And to see now have it revealed that Gaelio has not only been brought out of hiding in a sense. I mean, he's been hiding in plain sight all along, but I mean that he's so motivated to, try to snap McGillis back a peg, and in doing so, Mika, of course, Mika has to be in there somewhere. He has to help McGillis, come to McGillis's aid. And we're seeing that Gaelio is right on par with the Barbados now. The Barbados, even after so many upgrades, taking down one of the fucking arsenals to boot and everything like that, and Gaelio is right on par with it. The battle that is going to ensue potentially between these three mobile suits, Mika, Gaelio, McGillis, I'm just a mind effing blown, man. And, we have a brief, fleeting glimpse once again of Eok in this episode. I'm just like, kill that motherfucker, please. Just get rid of him already. Even the Arianhad fleet guy, the entire Arianhad fleet is, stationing itself right outside Earth orbit and everything like that, because they got to do something about McGillis. McGillis is now a rogue to the entire Gjallarhorn faction, so they got to do something. They're building up their forces. Even this guy, the leader, is like seeing all the support of the underlings of Eok, like even after so many fuck-ups that this guy has been chiefly involved in and the cause of, and these guys are still unflinchingly in support of him. And now it's going to rest on their shoulders, air quotes, whether or not he is honored or dishonored in battle and all this stuff. He's on house arrest. He's, working calligraphy, the little pussy that he is. Like firebomb this motherfucker already. Just splay him open 6 ways to Sunday, please. And I'm just loving it because, like I said, going back to season 1, I covered the entire series in episodic reviews. And when series 2 came around, when season 2 came around, there was so much of it in the early going. It was like they were just getting nowhere. They were really lengthening and stretching the story out and everything like that. And there was so much interstitial stuff. Then we had to lose these precious characters, nausea, Mita, laughter, and everything. And it really came to a head. And I could be silent no longer. And now it's really come to a head with McGillis finally making his move. Something I've been dying to see, gasping a breath at, since season 1 culminated. And we have the references to Carta and all this stuff, going back to right where we left off. All those feelings, thoughts, and emotions from season 1 that I left off with personally. I can't wait to see what the hell's going to happen next. I can't wait to see the battle oncoming. The universe is at stake here. We got the Arianhod fleet. We got McGillis's people. You got Gaelio, sort of fledgling loyalty that he still has to Galahorn, the Arianhod side of it anyway. He promises to take McGillis down. And, Tekadon, am I the only one perceiving Tekadon is kind of like sitting in the background watching this, and they're kind of like, oh, so does this mean we won? Orega's kind of sitting there like, well, is this good for us? I don't know. I don't know if this is good for us at this point. Let's see what happens. They're indebted to McGillis now, so they're gonna have to kind of take up the slack for him, and he's kind of like the domineering villain now in a sense. So it's kind of like, what the hell's gonna happen? I don't fucking know, but I'm so on board to see where it's gonna go from here. Mad stoked to figure all that out and see what further revelations, what further culminations are going to happen in the hearts, minds, and lives of these characters. And it's just like, holy shit, man. It's about fucking time.